TV23 KDGL. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Hi, everybody. You know what? It's Monday, April 11th, 2016. A little bit of rain out there. Welcome to High Plains Today on TV23. On today's show, I'll be joined by Danae Weber. She is with the Community and Schools Group in Liberal, and she's got a big doings coming up tomorrow and on Wednesday, and we're going to talk about that. Let's take a look at what's happening out there. Well, the Grant County Sheriff's Office is currently working a hit-and-run crash that took place on US 160 near Grant County Road E. A pedestrian walking westbound on the side of the roadway was struck by a pickup truck on Sunday between 12 a.m. and 2 a.m. The pedestrian was transported to the Bob Wilson Hospital and released with minor injuries. Now, if you have any information regarding this incident, please contact the Grant County Sheriff's Office. A Colorado man was killed in a crash Saturday morning on Road 17A south of Cimarron. 30-year-old Ramon Sainz Humerto of Brighton, Colorado, was driving a sport utility vehicle northbound on 17A just south of Cimarron at about 5 a.m. when the SUV went left of center. According to the Kansas Highway Patrol, Humerto overcorrected and the vehicle went into the east ditch. He overcorrected again and the vehicle rolled multiple times. Humerto was taken to the Western Plains Medical Complex in Dodge City, but his injuries were fatal. The Liberal Police Department has recently received several reports of counterfeit $100 bills. The picture is of a possible suspect. Now, they need your help identifying this person. If you have any information, please contact the Liberal Police Department. Now, you can remain anonymous by using the MyPD app or calling 624-4000. An arraignment was held for 26-year-old Anthony Raymond Becker of Buckland on Friday in Ford County District Court. Now, Becker is facing charges of murder in the first degree and conspiracy to commit murder after an alleged incident in May of 2015 that led to the death of Christopher Boyd. Now, Boyd's body had been found under a bridge north of Buckland, and an autopsy revealed the cause of the death was homicide. Through his defense attorney, Steve Cott, Becker pleaded not guilty to the 2 felony charges. Becker was one of 3 people arrested in the incident. James Schmidt and Chelsea Sosa are also charged with murder in the first degree and conspiracy to commit murder. A Kansas cattle company is a defendant in a new lawsuit over last month's Amtrak derailment that injured more than 24 people. On March 14th, the train with 131 passengers and a crew of 14 derailed near Cimarron, sending 8 cars off the track. Amtrak and BNSF Railroad are suing Cimarron Crossing feeders for negligence. Now, the National Transportation Safety Board found that one of the company's unattended grain trucks rolled downhill and hit the tracks, causing the rails to shift about a foot. Now, the lawsuit alleges that neither Amtrak nor BNSF received prior notice that the truck had struck and damaged the rails. The suit seeks in excess of $75,000 for both Amtrak and BNSF Railroad. And finally, for those who love to read but do not wish to shell out a lot of money for books, the helpful staff at the Liberal Memorial Library will soon be able to help with that. The library's spring book sale will start at 6 p.m. today with the Friends of the Library reception, which costs $5 to participate. Then, during the remainder of the week from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., staff will have the sale continuing in the Cooper Clark Room. Now, the sale is put on by Friends of the Library, and the materials in the book sale are materials not getting checked out that often or are donated. That's a look at some of the stuff that's happening out there. Stick around. I'm going to be back with a rainy forecast after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV23 with host Chris Jewell. TV23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
You want to feel connected, informed, included, inspired. So when important things happen, we're here. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. On every screen in your life. We are broadcasters. Always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
2 outs with a runner on first base. Now the big guy comes up to bat, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 homers.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent? 1 in 260,000. The odds of this born racer having 157 career top 10 finishes in NASCAR? 1 in 125 billion. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year? 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I'm NASCAR driver Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
And as we look off on the TV23 tower cam, there's something we haven't seen before in quite a while. There's some rain on the tower cam. Let's take a look at our current readings here at the station. 45 degrees, relative humidity 91%. Winds are out of the northeast at 11, barometric pressure on the rise. See that? We haven't used that graphic in a very, very long time. All right, let's take a look at our radar here. Whoops, and I did that. Okay, well, we do have some rain. Okay, and there is a flood watch right here for northeastern Seward County that's in effect for right now in the northeast corner. And if the radar comes back, there you go. Don't touch the button, Chris, you dummy. Right here, this was all pretty red earlier on. And so there's a lot of rain right here. I mean, we've had about a ½ an inch in Liberal. You get over around the Copeland area and up through Montezuma, they've had well over an inch of rain so far. We've had about 3/4 of an inch here around Sublette at the studio. So there's a lot of rain. You can see there's kind of a low front right here, and it's just the rain is just circling around it. So anyway, let's take a look at our current temperatures. Everybody in the 30s and 40s, 50 in Perryton and Medicine Lodge. We're pretty close to our highs for the day. Current dew points, you can see everybody's current dew point matching up with their temperature. So means the humidity is really, really high. Okay, now the winds are all out of the north, northwest, northeast. You get out here to Lamar out of the west. Everybody in the teens. Not going to be a real windy day today. Taking a look at our highs and lows as recorded at the Garden City Municipal Airport. 74 yesterday, 92 back in 1981. 44 yesterday's overnight low. 17 back in 1989. Okay, now this will change tomorrow. Although Garden City, you're not getting a whole lot of the rain because you're clear on the north edge of that radar picture we just showed. Taking a look at our forecast for today, 49 degrees. Winds are going to be out of the northeast at about 17. We should get, with the rain left yet, about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch yet today. Now, tonight, mostly cloudy, but those clouds are going to be rolling out of here. It's going to turn off mostly clear. The low of 34 degrees. Now, we do have a frost advisory in effect for pretty much the entire viewing area except for Pawnee County. You have a freeze watch. You know, all these clouds roll out, low temperatures with the moisture, nothing to prevent it from maybe frosting or freezing. Winds are going to be out of the east-northeast at 9, light and variable. There is some patchy frost going to be out there. Tomorrow, though, lots of sunshine. Winds are going to shift around to the south at 17. Tomorrow night, 40. partly cloudy. Wind still at a southerly direction at 16. Now, it's going to warm up as we go through the work week, but coming into the weekend, we got another chance of precipitation, which isn't all bad. Taking a look at our storm spotter training, hey, they've got today off. Tomorrow they'll be at the high school in Coldwater, then on Wednesday at the community center in Pratt, and Thursday in the courthouse annex in St. John. Then they get another week off and they'll be back at the EMS building in Scott City and close out the series at the pavilion in Kismet. That's a look at the weather. Be back with the markets and Danae after this.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
When you do business with United Wireless, you're doing business with people living and working right here in Southwest Kansas, not someone halfway across the world. We're proud of the fact that every day we serve our friends and neighbors, our healthcare providers and hairdressers, technicians, farmers, and local retailers. You are the people who make Southwest Kansas great, and for all you do, we believe you should be treated with the utmost respect. We are United Wireless, and we are Southwest Kansas proud.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
And welcome back. I'm joined by Danae Weber. She is with Communities in Schools, and she's the site coordinator in Liberal, correct?
Correct.
All right, I got it all right. Well, I had a little trouble getting it out. All right.
You're good.
So, anybody that really doesn't know, Danae, give us a quick 411 on what is Communities in Schools.
Well, Communities in Schools is a nonprofit organization, and we are in the Mid-America region, which includes Oklahoma, some of Oklahoma's schools like Tulsa. We have Nebraska, that includes Omaha, and then now we're branching into Iowa and also around the Missouri area. So in Kansas.
That's a big region.
Yes.
Okay, it's Mid-America, right?
Yes, we're doing well.
So what do you do at Communities in Schools?
Well, Communities in Schools is at the high school in Liberal, and I serve the whole school, 1,285, I think, and also I work with case-managed students of 65. And so I work with those students that maybe are high at risk.
Okay.
Let's see, teen parents, bad behavior, low socioeconomic status, those that need more of that support, one-on-one relationship, a learning environment, resources, and that's part of the whole communities part is where I work in broker services with the community, and I work real close with Bright Futures in Liberal, and
I knew that part.
Yeah.
I knew that part.
So,
Okay.
so anyway, I bring in those outside resources into those students that may need those, the health department. and
Okay.
things
But
like that.
all right, so Communities in Schools though is an entire separate deal. I mean, you come in and you're paid by Communities in Schools. You're not an employee
Correct.
of the school district, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
So we just are on site at the high school. But there's also middle school programs and elementary schools. And then Garden City actually has their alternative school. They have Communities in Schools. So
Okay. And there's a lot of these around. I mean, in Kansas. I mean, because you're in Liberal. There's one in Garden City. There's one in Dodge City, Wichita. You even said there's one in Ashland. right?
yes, correct.
The itty-bitty Ashland.
Yes. So
Wow.
I believe they're the smallest in the Mid-America with the population. So she also serves junior high students as well.
That makes sense. So
So
that's an itty-bitty
yeah,
town.
I think she has 20 on her case management that she helps. So anyway,
Coming up though, Wednesday, you have a deal called, and you do this every year, right?
Correct.
It's called Reality U. What is Reality U?
well,
I
reality.
mean, do the kids walk in and you just get a slap of reality or what?
It is exactly how it sounds. It is reality. They get a reality check.
Okay.
And, Reality U is a financial literacy program, and Communities in Schools started this. I'm not for sure how many years ago, but what happens? It's basically for freshmen, sophomores. They're trying to get them at the beginning of their high school career, and they do a lifestyle survey. And so they pretend they're 26 years old. So they're 26 and they fill out this survey. So what kind of career do they want to have? What job? Do they own a home? Do they rent a home? What kind of vehicle do they drive? Do they have children at the age of 26? How many do they have and how old are these children? And so how much money do they save? Do they use credit cards? What kind of clothing do they buy? High or moderately priced, low cost? So it's pretty detailed. But here's the kicker.
Of course, there's a kicker, right?
They take their GPA
Okay.
that they acquired the first semester. And so I'm doing freshman. So whatever they earned that first semester will be paired with their lifestyle survey. So say you have a 4.0 and you want to be a doctor. Well, more than likely on the day of the event, you'll receive your profile and you'll get to be a doctor. And so you'll make, they take their monthly salary and they go around to booths. And so they would pay their money like they would, like an adult would, their mortgage or their rent, daycare, utilities, their insurance, what kind of vehicle do they drive. So they go around with a balance sheet and go to each of these booths.
Really?
So it's really fun.
So, all right. So you have volunteers set up.
Yes.
Like Yeah, if I was there, I would be, say, the banker or something.
Yes, we have a banking booth.
You have a banking booth. You have a home mortgage booth.
Yes.
You have the doctor's office.
Yes.
You have all that.
Correct. We have the supermarket. We have charity. We have charitable giving. And so that's fun. But these students have no idea. And it's so much fun to watch them and the reactions that they have. And, last year I think there was a student that had 6 children. 6 children. Couldn't afford daycare and couldn't.
Now, how do they decide how many children they have?
See, and that's what, when I'm in there, when they're taking their survey, I say, I'm 28 and I have no children. And, it's your choice, but I hope you don't have a 10-year-old at the age of 26, because that means you would have that child at the age of 16.
Right.
So we have to do some math, and we have to kind of, so anyway.
I thought you were just being mean throwing 6 children on them.
No, they
So,
get
all
a
right,
pick.
do they ever get a chance to go forward and buy, like, frills, like a car and that kind of stuff?
Yes.
I mean, is that all part of their balance sheet that they have?
Yep, they get to go pick out a car. Do they drive a Cadillac Escalade? Do they drive a Range Rover? Or do they drive a Ford Explorer?
A 73 Ford Pinto hatchback.
Yes, or a Ford Taurus,
Okay.
So anyway, but that's kind of what happens are these, the community volunteers, they come in and kind of coach these students and say, you can't afford your insurance, so you're probably gonna have to give up your cell phone. Or, you're driving a nice Cadillac Escalade, you might have to take that back and drive a Ford Explorer.
Okay, so thus, reality.
Yes,
It
exactly.
kind of slaps them right in the face. doesn't it?
Exactly.
That sounds cool.
It's very well received by both the students and the volunteers. So,
wow.
And even the faculty and staff, they'll pop their heads in throughout the day. But we have 4 sessions.
Sounds like fun.
It is. It's a lot of fun. We have the 4 sessions, an hour and a half. So those students will be in there for an hour and a half period to get
That's something.
a reality check.
All right, now we got about 30 seconds left, though.
Okay.
Tomorrow night,
Ooh.
you have Miss Kansas is going to be here tomorrow at noon. She's going to be at the country club doing a Rotary thing, right?
Yes.
And anybody can go to that.
Anybody's welcome to come as long as they purchase a $12 plate. Rotary's doing their membership drive. And then tomorrow evening, Miss Kansas, Hannah Wagner, will be speaking at the high school, 7 p.m. at the James Mascus Auditorium. And, she'll be talking about her platform. It's called Stand Up, Stand Out, Be Bold.
Right.
And so she'll be there visiting about that, talking, and then signing autographs once we're
She's pretty
through.
fun, too.
She's
We've
a
had
neat
her on the
person.
show. She
Yes.
is. She's fun.
She's a very neat person.
She's about goofy when you get the crown off of her
Yes.
on the side. isn't
She's
she?
hilarious.
She is fun.
So
tomorrow, Liberal Country Club at noon. You can go out, buy a $12 plate. You can hear Hannah. Or tomorrow night at
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, James Mascus Auditorium, Liberal High School. That
free.
doesn't cost anything. That one's a free. And so
It's free.
come listen to her.
Yep.
Today, thanks for
Well,
coming.
thank you, Chris.
That Reality You sounds like a hoot.
It's fun.
I may have
So,
to try and stop by tomorrow.
You should.
All right.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, tomorrow nobody will be there. All right.
No.
Thanks today, and stick around. I'll be back with more after this.
There's something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. People are people around here. That's how it is. It's so clear. Letting it show. I've been around the world, only to find what I already know. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah. This is the place.
You want to feel connected, informed, included, inspired. So when important things happen, we're here. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. On every screen in your life. We are broadcasters. All always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
Lead paint poisoning affects 1 million children today. If you're pregnant or have young children and your home was built before 1978, you could be at risk. Learn how to protect your family. To find your home's danger zones, the health effects, or just to find help, log on to leadfreekids.org.
And welcome back. Hey, Danny Willett, a green jacket, was hard to believe, considering he wasn't even sure he was going to play the Masters 2 weeks ago. His wife had a baby 10 days ago. No one was more stunned than Jordan Spieth. Now, he's 9 holes away from another wire-to-wire victory. The defending Masters champion threw it away Sunday with a collapse around Amen Corner that was shocking, even by Augusta National standards. With a 5-shot lead headed to the 10th tee, he dropped 6 strokes in 3 holes and could never catch up. And the Kansas City Royals didn't need a hit to score the winning run Sunday. It was about how they reached base, got to third base, and then Terrence Gore streaked home on a wild pitch with 2 outs in the 10th inning, scoring with a headfirst slide. The Royals over the winless Twins, 4-3, a sweep the 3-game series. Tonight, Chris Young goes for the Royals in Houston. And let's take a last look at our weather before we get out of here. Okay, temperature's 44 degrees, relative humidity still 91%. Winds are out of the northeast at 12, barometric pressure on the rise. Now remember, there is a flood warning in northeast Seward County. That hopefully will be going away soon. But there is a 60% chance of rain. Well, I'm going to say there's 100% because it's raining. And then we start warming up, climbing in towards Friday. But then there's a chance of rain on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a look at everything today.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
Hi, I'm Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs at noon weekdays right here on TV23. Hey, do you think you have an idea for something that would make a great segment? Somebody that would make a great interview? What about a community event that needs highlighting? Let us know here at the station. Email us news@kdgltv.com. Hi, Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs weekdays at noon right here on TV23. We talk about news, we talk about sports, we talk about weather, we're even going to talk entertainment. We'll have live guests right here on set with me. So, every day at noon, tune in, High Plains Today. We'll see you then.
Weekdays here on TV23.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who do something, the people who take action, are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers.